It's harmonica time. Let's go post the link on the website. Website is mammothgardens.com. And over at mammothgardens.com, you will get your sheet music so you can play along with us, along with all sorts of other delightful things that you can harmonica related there. And let's see, today, let me scroll up here and fix this real quick. Today we will be playing Simple Gifts, and then we've got the collection of Camptown Races, Colorado Trail, and Down in the Valley is our Diatonic songs. And we've got update Fly Me to the Moon, Girl from Ipanema, and Hedwig's themes as our Chromatic songs. So we'll see what we have a chance to get to today. It'll be very exciting. All right, got to post it on the website. Let me click and make sure it's working. I'm going to run over to Twitter while that's loading up and make sure that the entire world knows that we're here. Mammothgardens.com, and click here. Gary, oops, desktop, harmonica, click there. I gotta get some more of these on there. That's getting boring. And we have tweeted. All right, so there's that. Okay, close that. Website's up and running. This is where it's supposed to be, and I can close that down. And we're ready to roll. Is it 5? It's 5 o'clock. So today we're starting off. Is it 5? It's 5 o'clock. So today we're starting off with Simple Gifts as our song of our Wednesday song. So let's grab Simple Gifts. And I always play this one too fast, so my goal is to not play it too fast today. See how it goes. Let's see. It says I have no data. What the heck is going on? I am streaming. Settings. The output is showing it's enabled. That's fine. Video. It's all fine. Let's see what happened here. Public. Cancel. Doesn't look like the chat room is working. Oh, there it is down there. Oh, that's weird. Huh. The chat bar might be broken, you guys. Looks like Linda was able to use it. Sound. She says the sound is working. That's all that matters. Video looks fine. Audio is correct. Okay, well, so no. Let's let's go with this, and hopefully everything's fine. Linda says it's fine. I don't know why the chat bar is way down there. Hoping the chat bar is working. Colon, smiley face, enter. All right, it looks like maybe it's working. Okay, all right, Simple Gifts, 2 times through, 3-beat rest, and then blow 6. And hold your harmonica correctly. Hold your harmonica correctly. Like a sandwich, create a chamber. Here's this. Use this. This makes you sound better. I'll try it out. You sound fine. Okay, good. Thank you, Linda. Phew, that's always a question. On the YouTube, we have this little screen that tells us stuff, and sometimes it says no data, and you're like, nah. All right, from the top, 3-beat countdown. 1, 2, 3. bum, blum. Lovely. All right, feel nice, warmed up. Hopefully that pacing was good for you. I'm trying purposely not to play that one too fast. And this one you can play really fast. Originally it was a dance tune, and so playing with a little bit of Saturday Night on it is just fine. Sandy made it in. Good to see you, Sandy. All right, let's see here. Our plan today is to play. Well, yesterday we played all three Diatonic, so let's pick the top two, right? So let's do Camptown Races and Colorado Trail, and then we'll switch over to Chromatic because I want to get for sure to Hedwig's theme today. So we missed that one yesterday. So let's do Camptown Races first. We'll probably do 2 Diatonics, and then we'll maybe try to do all 3 Chromatics. So Camptown Races first. Learn to run my machine here. Camptown Races. And again, this one you can play it as many times as you want. It's set up to be played twice, but at the end on page 2 you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more verses, right? So you've got a total of 8 verses, and depending on how long you want to play it, you can play the whole thing. All right, from the top, 4-beat count in on this one. 4-beat count in. Kind of fast, right? It's a comic song, so we want to play it fast. And we'll start with a blow 6. And 2 times through. Just don't play 16 the second time through. All right, from the top. 1, 2, and that's too slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still recovering, and I get this weird crick in my neck, and I'm like, oh gosh, you're gonna make it through to the end of the song? And apologize. Got a little intense there here in my head, if not necessarily what's coming out in the sound. All right, Camptown Races is still a fun song. You know, it's too bad it's from the tradition it's from, because it's a cute little tune. All right, let's go do Colorado Trail. Colorado Trail. Let's play all three verses today. One of the things I did make note yesterday when I was playing through this after class. Measure 1, when you get to verses 2 and 3, you have 2 syllables, right? Laura and 16, and those are going to replace eyes. And normally you play 5 fives, you just double it up. So it'd be eyes like the... And so typically, most of the time, if you add extra syllables, it's the same. Laura was a... But on this case, it really sounds better if you double up, and don't double up the 5, but put in a 6 afterwards. Laura was and 16 years she. So it really does better if you lift. So I've written in parentheses a 6 after the 5, so that when we get that double syllable there, I play 5 6 6 6 6 instead of 5 5 6 6. It sounds better. Different at measure 3, where you start with cheeks like eyes like the morning star, cheeks like a rose, cheeks like a rose. But the next two verses have 2 syllables, joyful and olive. And in that case, it works out like it typically does. You just play the -4 twice. Joyful in the day, right? So it is the two rules. The rule is what's being applied in measure 3, and that makes sense. It's not working out very well in measure 1. So that'll happen sometimes. Music and its rules are a little bendable, as you know. Okay. 3 times through, 4-beat count in. Last time through, skip measure 16, and it's so sad. It is so sad. Laura is dead, by the way. I'm just not to be a spoiler or anything, but so offer this song up with a sense of mournfulness. Slow tempo, 100 beats per minute or so. From the top, 4-beat count in, blow 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely tune, right? Come on, that's a good one. All right. I've told you guys this story before. I never had heard that song. I grew up in Colorado, and there is a Colorado Trail here. Never heard this song ever. And then started teaching ukulele. Started going through old cowboy songbooks. It's in every single cowboy songbook, and I'd never ever heard it. All those old-fashioned cowboy books. This song was relatively well known in that group. Nobody bothered to tell me about it from being from Colorado. What the heck? All right. Let's call that good for Diatonic today. 3 Diatonic songs, not quite all of them. And let's go directly to Hedwig's theme. So grab your H for Hedwig. And when we first started this was, if I remember, I think I remember Marcia being like, I don't like that song. The thing with this song is, if you are a Harry Potter person, you're like, yep, that's exactly how that goes. If you are not a Harry Potter person, you're like, this is a random collection of notes that don't seem to go together. And so you have to just have faith you have to have faith that I'm giving you the truth here, and that this is a good song. Okay, and it's not easy by a long shot, and let's see how we do with it. It's a 3-beat count in, and blow 2, obviously. Play all the way down to 29. That last note is long, and you do have a couple fermatas, 3 of them actually. End of measure 15, that note is extra long. End of measure 22, that note is extra long. And end of measure 29, that note is extra long. And so when you're playing on your own, and I apologize, my nose is running. When you're playing on your own, you get to decide how long the fermata is. When you're playing in an ensemble, whoever's the leader of the ensemble gets to decide. So that's when you go to the hootenanny or whatever, and they have somebody famous come to play music for you. You'll notice that the musicians are always looking at each other at certain key moments in the songs, because they're all, by eyesight, double checking that they're all going to treat the tempo changes the same. And so even in that situation, even in a hootenanny situation, there's going to be somebody that's the leader. Usually that's the lead guitarist. Not always. Sometimes it's the singer. And they're basically agreeing with the drummer, if there is one, when the next beat's going to happen. So fermatas create an interesting chance for you in ensemble to work together. When you're a soloist, like most of you will be with harmonica, just make it longer. That's that's really the only way to think about it. All right. Let the tones be what they are. We've been through this a bunch. These notes are exactly right, and they really do work. And then let's not be in a hurry. This is a pretty slow song. The Hedwig is Harry Potter's owl, and so the owl has its own song. So from the top, who knows why? 3-beat count in, not fast. 1, 2, 3. Come on. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. My lungs aren't quite back to 100%. I kept running out of air. It always seems to me that draws are so much more work than blows. And especially on a song like this, it's probably an A minor, basically. It's hard to tell exactly what key it's in. There are so many weird notes in it. But it's quite clearly not in C, and so you end up doing a whole lot of other notes that require a lot of draws, and takes a little bit of work to get that one out. I love that one so much. I absolutely think it captures the spirit of what the song is supposed to be, and so it makes a really nice. For those people who know Harry Potter, they're like, yeah, I want to be able to play that. And for the rest of you, you're like, I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of wrong notes. All right. Let's play Girl from Ipanema. Let's just go backwards up the list, right? Girl from Ipanema, we played it yesterday. Let's try it one more time. Getting my lungs back in order. Long song, right? How about this? Why don't we play it through just one time, and then we will play. Yeah, because it's really just repeated twice. And then we'll play Fly Me to the Moon. Okay? So Girl from Ipanema. Pretty fast pace, not super fast, but four beat count in, a little bit of a jaunty pace, let's put it that way. 4-beat count in, be ready for a lot of button pushing, and with just one time through, let's ignore the repeat at the bottom. Let's just play straight into the end, okay? That's really how the song is set up anyway. From the top, blow 6, 4-beat count in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was, who knows what note that was. Let's get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, 4. Some sort of jazz chord at the end there. Wong. Right? Whew. Come on, lungs. All right, so there's that. And then let's go grab Fly Me to the Moon as our swan song for today. By the way, I forgot to mention, I did clean up all through the night. I added a chromatic line to that. You'll see on the front page of the website under class 303, I'm starting to set up some new sheets for next week. So I added a chromatic line to all through the night. So you'll want to trade out that piece of music for the one in your book. And then I fixed ghostwriters. I thought it was a mess, but honestly, it only had about 6 notes that needed to be adjusted. Well, technically only 4, just they repeated a couple times. So there's a new version, completely new version, even though it looks exactly the same as the old one, of Ghostwriters in the Sky. So those are both posted on the front page, that you can go pick them up and maybe play through them and let me know if you see any mistakes. Ghostwriters in the Sky, I also added on a brand new ukulele and guitar arrangement onto that. So if you play either of those instruments, go give it a try. I spent some time playing them today in both the ukulele and guitar lines. And while the song is kind of repetitive, it still sounds pretty cool. So go check those out. All right, and then Fly Me to the Moon is our what we're wrapping up with today. And let's just play it as written, okay? So pick your chromatic, either low or high. I'm going to play both, so I'm going to go, I think I will start with with low, and then play high, and you do whatever makes you happy. And biggest thing, and we talked about it yesterday, just make sure you've got measures 27 through 32 marked either with your highlighter or a star or something to remind yourself when you come around that second time. It is so easy to play into measure 27. And this song, a lot of times when you play into the first repeat, you get it close enough, right? But this song isn't that way at all. This song really, if you play into the first repeat, you're doomed, and so you don't want to do that. So just make sure you have that marked. Other than that, I think the song was pretty good. I did mention yesterday there's a bunch of rests in here. I'm kind of ignoring them. I'm kind of playing right into each rest, and I think it probably sounds a little better. Linda says, I love when you have the tough uke on these pages. I'm trying to get better at my timing. Oh, good. I love that. That makes me happy. Tough uke, honestly, is really tough, and it's really not meant necessarily for ensemble play, but for people who really want to get better at playing ukulele. The chord melody arrangement, coming and trying to play that in an ensemble situation, boy, you'll find out exactly those places that you need to put a little bit of time in on, and how your sight reading is going and all of that sort of stuff. So I'm glad you're taking advantage of that, Linda. I don't think necessarily I've been able to talk the local crew here into seeing the genius behind these pieces of paper. But all this summer in Summer Institute for Ukulele, we're using the harmonica sheet music so that we can get all these different voicings in there, so people can get used to looking at a piece of sheet music that's not specifically set up for their instrument. So, in other words, if you have a baritone ukulele, can you use this piece of paper? Heck yeah. Even though nothing on here is written for baritone ukulele, it's absolutely usable for that. Same thing with guitar. If you want to strum just the chords, it works. If you want to play the tablature, it works. If you just want to play the melody, it works. And so there's a lot of different cool features about the way we're creating and setting up music to give you a chance to play it in whatever way is making the most sense for you at the time and whatever you want to work on. And so it's mostly set up for harmonica because that's what we do here. But there's lots of other stuff on these pages. If we were just setting it up for harmonica, you guys have been on the internet. You've seen what the little harmonica tab sites look like. They just have numbers, fits in a box about this big. Here's the song, and you're like, oh, cool. But it's fine. It's just not particularly musical, and you have to already know the song prior to doing it. And see, with sheet music this way, you shouldn't have to know the song. You could literally be able to sit down and play this in lots of different ways with lots of different instruments. So makes me happy that you're seeing that, Linda. And so there we go. Fly Me to the Moon 2 times through. I'm playing the low version, and then I'm going to play the high version. And I am going to count in 4, and we're going to go. Okay, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. I made the jump from 26 to 33 successfully today. That's a hard jump. Plus, I think maybe playing the high version of this is of questionable value because it gets pretty high and pretty intense there at the end. I think it's probably how you want a song to be at the end, sort of overly dramatic, and but I think it works just fine with the lower version as well. So, all right, guys. So tomorrow, we will definitely grab Down in the Valley and and then just see how we're doing with other stuff. Tomorrow's Shenandoah Day, so don't miss that. That's our favorite day of the week. And then on Friday, of course, we play through everything. It's feeling like if we take a half an hour and we work stay a little bit focused, we're having an easy time getting in the 7 songs most every day, 6 or 7. And so I am going to clean up. I'm going to get you some. I do want to start doing more with the scales. And so you've got your major scales now. I'm going to clean up a few little typos on that. But then we're going to start doing minor scales. And there's 3 different types of minor scales. And as you spend a little bit of time with that stuff, you start to understand a little bit more about how music fits together, what things, like why is there this weird sharp all of a sudden that shows up in this song. And once you understand a little bit about music theory, you're like, oh, I see what's going on there. So, yeah. So there we go. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for being with me. And I will see all of you guys tomorrow for another round of Mammoth Gardens Harmonica. We didn't make any mention of it. I don't know if we made any mention of this, but yesterday was our 300th harmonica class. So today's number 301. So yay us for keeping it going. All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you soon. Peace.